Hello, everybody. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Shama Trades, and it's another week of Traders Update. So, as normal or as usual, we are going to do some analysis on the couple of pairs. And above all, this week, we have a lot to discuss and also a lot to analyze. So, let's go back to the chart. We are going to start with the DXY on a daily time frame. As you can remember very well, this is the DXY. I analyzed this pair for a couple of times now. First thing that you have to remember on this pair, that we have a level here, and this is an important level. The market has rested this level for 3 times. So 2 things I'm expecting. I'm expecting this market to move up to that level, or if it cannot move up, then it will move to around 60 on my Fibonacci, 50 to 60, then decided to move downside. So those are the 2 confluences that I'm expecting to see on this particular pair. Or if it cannot follow those 2, then the market will break the downside, retest it, then move to the downside. So that's what I'm expecting to see on DXY. So now we have the direction. Now let's go back and start our analysis. And the first pair that I'm going to begin with, this is Euro NZD. You remember very well, I started analyzing this pair when it's about at the bottom here. I took the entry with you guys, and right now you can see the market as it might take profit and also above. Just move, break my TP, then start moving upside. That's one of my best trades I entered. You can see where I entered this trade. I entered this trade around here when the market retraced to my fib level. Then I took my trade here. The market went direct to my take profit. So on Euro NZD, everything went good and well. So I don't have any other analysis on Euro NZD. So now I'm done with Euro NZD. Let's go to another pair. Euro CAD, I'm also done with Euro CAD. As you can see very clearly, this market went direct to my take profit. I analyzed this pair here on one of my episodes. You can see very clearly on one of my episodes, I talked about this pair. I talked about how I entered this trade, how I took my first profit here, and the rest I break even. Then the market went direct to my take profit. You can see very clearly this was a level here, bottom here, the break of my trend line, then everything. I've talked about this trade on my previous videos, so there is no need for me to repeat myself because everything is in my previous video. If you have not watched those videos, go ahead and watch those videos. You'll see how I analyze this pair very comfortably, and that market also give me that a good setup and went straight to my take profit. So I want to look something else now. I can see something different on this pair. Before I leave this pair, let me check this one. Let me check this one. Let me first remove those drawings. Now, like this one, now you can see very clearly we have a level. This is the first level, and this is the second level. So this market is just formed like kind of a double top. But if I can extend also, you can see very clearly, if I can extend this level, you can see there is another level around here. So this is showing me that this is an important level, which now form a triple top. We have a level, first level around at the corner here, another level we have here, and another level here. So the market is kind of like respecting this level. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to a lower time frame, that is 4 hours, and start now to see if I can have a good setup on this particular pair. Now, and the only thing that I'm going to do, As you all remember, I'm going to draw my trend line from the bottom to the top and extend my trend line. Now that's my trend line. And now this is the change of direction. I'm expecting to see change of direction around here. So what I'm expecting on Euro CAD, I'm expecting to see Euro CAD dropping, do a change of direction around here, then retested to my fib level. Then at that place now, I will take my trade to the downside. Now let's go back to the another pair. Another pair is USDCHF. USDCHF, you remember very well. I really waited for this pair I really analyzed this pair for a couple of times, and I waited for this setup to happen for a very long period of time. As you can see very clearly, this is a zone. I didn't have to repeat all of this because I've already analyzed on my previous video. So this is where I enter my trade. I enter my trade around at the top here, and the markets consolidate a little bit, then went direct to my take profit. Okay, my previous take profit was around the bottom here, but when the market reached my red line, I just have to take my take profit for my personal reasons. I take all the profit at around this red line. But the market has a room, because you can see this analysis is a larger time frame analysis. So we have a room also to take this trade to the downside, but for my own reason, I take my profit at this level. But at the end of the day, I get a good profit on that pair, and the market just went direct to my profit. So I didn't have much more on USDCHF. Let's now wait and see how the market will give us or will perform next. If we can see another good setup, then I will also call for that setup. This one is a little bit challenging for me, but this one, NZD-USD, one of my, I wrote one of the comments on my comment section, and one of my viewers asked for me to analyze this pair. And after I analyzed this pair, I predicted that the market is going to sell. That was the immediate one before buying. And the market went straight and performed exactly the way I talked about. This is what happened. There was a zone at the top here. Then the market break my trend line, retested to the level. I enter at immediately here. I enter immediately here. The market went around this area. You can see very clearly where the market reached. The market reached around this area, I didn't took half of my profit. So I just break even the whole. I just break even the all trades. This is where I break even. You can see this level here. I break even here. Then I let the market to perform. Then when I come back later, the market stopped me out of my break even here. This is where now the market reverses, took me out of my break even. Then surprisingly, the market respected and just went direct to my take profit. This is 1 to 6 risk reward ratio. 1 to 6 risk to reward ratio, surely. And I missed the trade after all analysis that I analyzed this trade. But I think that the one who asked for this pair, you benefited from it because I analyzed everything. And I give you, if you can remember in my previous video, I told you to sell. to sell, and that's what happened exactly. So maybe now we can start looking for buys because we are on the level. But now this one, I will analysis for another day. So that's all for NZUSD. Went very well to my take profit. So that's a story for another day. Then this one also, I called on this GPP odd. I wanted to take this trade, but unfortunately, this market didn't give me entry. Look at this. The market went the market went directly to my take profit. Directly to my take profit. The way I analyzed, the market just do the right way. But now the thing that make me not to take this trade, what I normally do, I want the market to come around here, then come and give me entry before now going up. But as you see on this particular pair, the market just went straight to the take profit. And one thing that I know I normally do, I usually follow my strategy. In whatever circumstances, there's no way I can enter this trade without that pullback. That's one of my discipline. I'm a disciplined trader, and I normally do exactly what the market told me and exactly what is in my strategy book. So that's how I didn't take this trade on GPP odd. But at the end of the day, the market went straight to my take profit. The same as GPP AUD CHF. Exactly the same as AUD CHF. I don't know what is happening, especially the previous week or this week now. It's now ending. The market just ran without even pullback. Now see, this trade, I called upon this trade on a previous week. I was waiting that even this week it has break. So I waited this market to reach around here, then come back to my entry level before now giving me a sell. But see what happened here. The market just moved, break my trend line. I came to 4 hours to wait if I can see any pullback. You can see there's no any pullback here. No any pullback here. The market just went direct to my take profit. So this is another trade that I did not take it. But that's all. I usually follow my strategy. So there is no way I can change my direction or whatever. So let's wait to see if we can have another setup on the days to come. So that is all for our CHF. So the another pair that I'm currently in now, this one now I'm in. And guys, I told you on my previous video, I told you about gold. I explained very well about gold. I told you how to enter, how you will enter this trade. And as we are speaking right now, I've taken my first TP. My take profit first TP is out. Now I'm waiting to see if the market will break at this red line, then continue to my second TP. But now I have taken some of my profit already. That's my first TP. The one thing that I told you guys, I told you first thing, this is a zone here and here. Then let me go to 4 hour. This is a zone at the top here, and this is a zone at the bottom here. Then the next thing I have to draw is my trend line. The market break my trend line and retested to 50 and 60 Fibonacci zone. You can see my yellow line here. The market retested to my yellow line. Then I drew my counter trend line. I entered this around this area, and the market just moved straight to my first profit. My first profit was around here. Now I have secured 50% of my profit. Now I am waiting to see if the market will break this red line and now take me to the second profit. But now the second profit is already break even. So this trade is now running free. Now, one thing I want to talk about this, about my strategy. I normally like entering my trades on 4 hour. Sometimes I normally, I took my trades on 1 hour. And also I took my trades on 30 minutes. That's the least I can go. But some of us, some of the comment I was asked about that if I can, if my strategy can be used on a lower time frame, or if my strategy can use as a scalping, but it's a swing trade. Because maybe some of us as a small account, that's why you want to do some few. Just why you want to enter your trades on maybe 15 minutes, on 5 minutes. So one thing I want to tell you guys, everything is possible with my strategy. Now let's go this. Now imagine now this is the setup. I analyze this setup on a daily time frame, and now you want to enter this trade on maybe 15 minutes or maybe 5 minutes. Now let's go and see. Now maybe now your market has now reached to your yellow zone. Now you want to look for entry. Now just come to a lower time frame, the one you preferred. If you are a 1 hour time frame trader, you do your one entry on your 1 hour, you can just enter very well your trades around here. Very well. You just draw your counter trend line. Make sure it touches most touches like this one here and here, 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 here. Immediately the market break your counter trend line, just do your entry. Now this is for 1 hour traders. Now let's go for 15 minutes traders. For 15 minutes traders, you can see very clearly you have drawn your counter trend line. Now the next thing now is waiting for market to break your counter trend line. Now this is market, you can see this is a trend line. Immediately the market break this counter trend line, you can enter your trade around here, your stop loss here. See what you will be get by now. This is a lot of profit, especially on gold. If you are 5 minutes time trader, this is what you will do. Imagine you taking your drawing your counter trend line, maybe on 1 hour, then come to 5 minutes to wait for break of that trend line. You can see this is the trend line. Now, the only thing you can wait here, you can wait now the market to break. Now, this will be your guideline. Counter trend line will be your guideline. Now, you wait the market to break your counter trend line. This is 5 minutes to break your counter trend line. After the market break your counter trend line, maybe with 2, 3, 4, 5 candlestick, then you enter your trade, your stop loss above, then you just come to a larger time frame like 1 hour, and then you start waiting to see how the market will work and will perform. So that's one thing about this strategy. You can use it on any time frame for entry, and that will improve your risk to reward ratio. Imagine if you enter your trades on 5 minutes and wait for a couple of days. If the market reach here, that will be around a 1 to 20, 1 to 15 risk to reward ratio. Like normally, if you can see clearly how I take my risk to reward ratio, my risk to reward ratio mostly range 1 to 5, 1 to 7, 1 to 10. Like the previous one, Euro NZD was Euro NZD was 1 to 10 risk to reward ratio. Then Euro CAD was 1 to 7 risk to reward ratio. Now you can see the importance of entering on a lower time frame, but analyzing your trade on an upper time frame. So that's all I can talk about gold. So currently I'm in gold. This is the only trade that I'm currently on this week, because the other two out CHF and GPP odd didn't give me a setup, just went direct to my take profit. So I didn't have any setup on those ones. So the only pair that are currently trading is gold. That's where I'm at right now. So the next pair now is palladium. Now let me talk about palladium something more. This trade, I usually take this. I want to take this trade, but this trade was a bit challenging and a bit confusing. Let me show you why. You can see this is a zone at the top here. My trend line was here. The market break my trend line very well. Retested very well. Now the difference is I use on my fib level, I used the top and the bottom. My yellow line was around here. But again, if you can see, there is a lower high. I don't know whether lower high, lower low, around here and here. And you can see the market just came to this level. You can see the market came to that level, to this level, and just went straight to my take profit. So if I ask myself, how did that happen? I remember also we have a trend line here. If you can see very clearly. So the market was following this trend. So there is no way the market will break this trend line, come to my zone around at the top here, then move down. So the market respected this trend line and also my fib level. If I could have drawn my fib level from the top here to bottom here, then I will access this trade. And imagine if I enter this trade maybe on 1 hour. Let me check this trade maybe on 1 hour. Let me go lower, maybe 30 minutes. This could be the entry around here. Now, this is the way I could take my entry. My stop loss there. Then my take profit could be around here at the bottom. Imagine if now I could enter this trade on 15 minutes, same thing will happen. You see, break of my candle trend line. I enter the trade here. If I could land on the trade here, how many risk to reward ratio? 1 to 5. Now you see the importance. So that's all. That's how I missed that trade. That's how I missed that trade. But now I'm not giving up on this particular pair because there is something I'm seeing. There is something I am seeing here. You can see very clearly the market is respecting that level. The market is really respecting this level. And one of the things, let me go back to 4-hour, to daily. This is a level. Market respected here, respected here, respected here. So this is a triple bottom at the bottom here. Now let's go to 4-hour. In 4-hour, you can see the market has respected very well this trend line. Now, what I'm expecting to see now, I'm expecting to see this market break to the top, retest, then I can take my entry. And also I want to see the market change of direction around here. That's one thing I'm expecting to see. The second thing I'm expecting to see, because now this is a level, I'm expecting also to see the market break the downside, retested, then give me a sell. Those are the two things that I'm expecting to see on this particular pair. So let's wait and see how palladium will react on the future. Now, another pair, this is BTC. BTC for now, it denied me entry. This is the reason. You can see this is a zone, the bottom here. The market break very well. Now, the problem is now retesting. If I enter in 4-hour, you can see the market has retested, but it has retested not exactly to my zone. It has come to around here. So the ICT guys can take this trade. You can see very clearly around here. But for me, I have my own rules. I cannot take trade which is not has not fulfilled all my my qualities for me to enter the trade. One thing that I usually enter the trade, I want the market to reach to my level, to this level, yellow box. That's where I can take the trade. So this one, still I'm expecting to see maybe in future the market might think and come back to my level. Then that one I could take. But if it cannot come back to my level, then I will just wait for another setup, the way out CHF and the other one did for me. So I did not take this trade. Let's go to another pair, this Euro USD. Now I'm expecting to see Euro USD and the Euro USD performance. Now I'm waiting for that retest, because you see this is a level at the top. Market is respecting this level. On 4-hour market has respected, has break my trend line. This is my trend line. The market break my trend line. Now what I'm expecting to see is market to retest to my yellow box. Is market to retest to my yellow box. This is my yellow box around here. I want market to retest to my yellow box. Then I can enter my entry to the downside. So this is what I'm expecting on Euro USD. You can use this one. You can put on your watch list, and let's watch together. Wait to see if the market will approve or the market will do its own thing. Also, I have received another comment from my watchers. One of them asked me to do analysis on USD So the last week I traveled somewhere, so I didn't have the opportunity to analyze that pair. But now this is the best moment that I can analyze this pair. So for those who ask for this pair, let's now do analysis together. First of all, I draw my level. So you can see the market has respected this level here, here, and here. Around here, this is my important level. The market has respected here. The market has respected twice. The market respected here, then break, then retested. So these two are resistance. These two are the resistance. Now the market break the resistance, come back to form a support. No, this market was a resistance, now it's a support. Then the market move up to around this area, reverse back to exactly zone to form another support. What did this show you? This show you that this zone is an important level. This zone is an important level. So now we are going to analyze what happened around here. If we can get an entry for a buy. So what I'm expecting a buy, 70% buy. I'm expecting to see a 70% buy and 30% sell, because this zone is now a support. It's not a resistance, it's now a support. So I'm expecting this market to buy. I'm expecting this market to buy. But if the market did not give us a good buy setups, then if the market break to the downside, then I will sell. But as I told you, I'm expecting 70% buy and 30% sell. Now, how did I expect this one? So let's go back to a lower time frame. You can remember very well, this is on a daily time frame. Now let's go back to 4-hour time frame. Now we can see now how to enter this trade and how this setup can really work very well for us. Now, this is what I'm going to do first of all. As you can remember my strategy, first of all, just take your trend line, draw your counter, your trend line like that one. Now, that is my trend line. First thing that I do, that is my trend line. The second thing that I'm waiting to see if this market can break this trend line to the upside, retested to my yellow zone, then I can take my trade around here to the top. This will be around how many risk to reward ratio? 7 risk to reward ratio. So I'm expecting this one to happen. If this one cannot happen, then this trade I will not take. So for that person who asked me to analyze this USD JPY, expect to see something like this one. If something like this one will not happen, then don't take that trade. Or if the market change bias to seller, or if the market decided to sell, also expect this one to happen. Expect the market to drop from this area to the bottom, retest it to this zone, then you can take your trade around this place. Then you can run your trade to the downside. So those are the two confluence that I'm expecting on USD JPY. This is what I'm expecting to see on USD JPY. So let's see and wait at the market will give us, then we will know what to take from there. And the last one, I think is the same thing, or it's the same analysis with the USD JPY. This is old card. Old card, this is a level. This is a level here. This is a level. Market respected all this area, and the market is currently at that area. Now this is daily. You cannot enter on daily. So you have to move on a lower time frame to look for your setups. So how do you go to a lower time frame to look for your setup? The first thing you have to go, just to go to 4 hour. We are now on 4 hour. The market is already on my level. So what do you expect now to see? Pick your trend line, draw your line. Draw your line. Now wait to see if the market will break. Then retest. Then you will take your trade to the upside. Or if the market will break to the downside, wait for a retest. Whenever the market is in your zone, I have to teach you one thing. Whenever the market is at your zone, this is a zone. You have drawn your zone. Wherever the market came to your zone, where you expect or where you believe is a zone, where the market respected more than one times on a daily, weekly, and monthly. I don't respect zones, maybe 4 hour zone or 1 hour zone or a 30-minute zone. I only respect daily zones, weekly zone, and monthly zone. Whenever the market came to your zone where the market has respected more than once, expect two things: buy or a sell. The market will respect that zone, or the market will break that zone and retest to that zone, then go back to another direction. So I am in this zone now. This is where the zone is. Now I'm expecting a buyer on the zone or a seller on the zone. So for today, I think I have taken much of your time. But I just have to take much of your time because I need to explain you, because last week I was not around. So I have to do all this together for this week. So that's all for today.